recording. What are we doing today? On another episode of Fix Your John Boat. Just kidding.
We had those trans amount trolley motor. We just stuck it in the front. So today what we're trying to do is put an actual bow mount trolley motor on the John boat. Yep. And at first we had the idea of actually building a platform here, but then we just decided to just see if this is going to fit. And, well, actually, what we're trying to do today is see if these holes that are on these on the base plate here will line up to the edge of this. And it turns out it actually does. So, come here for a close up. Come here. So there's like a lot of holes here, right? Almost universal pattern. And what we found out is if you move it just right, you can have this hole, and the rest of the 3 holes here. If you just position it just right, like that, just like that, right there, you have that hole, that hole, that hole, and that hole. Would actually line up to this Alumacraft 14-foot John boat.
It'll line up to I guess the rail. Alright, so we marked up all the holes, and now we're gonna make our pilot holes, and now we're just gonna drill right through.
Yeah. Check multiple times. Because it was off a little bit, we had to reposition it. So definitely check it multiple times.
Yep. Measure twice and cut once.
Oh man. My chuck is giving out.
Yep. So you guys are gonna want to drill down as straight as possible, because your long boat's gonna run right through it, and you're gonna put it down on the other side.
Well, we'll do these 2, then bolt these, and then just drill these later.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Sounds good. Test fit. Use the hardware that came with the phone. Drop right through. It should be welcome to another episode of Redneck Your John Boat.
It's the other hole, Colin, isn't it?
The other one?
Yeah, maybe the other hole.
Oh, it probably is. Hold up. Let me make sure I see this straight. Hey, what's up? Oh, I got shards stuck in there. Use this one, and then go into this one. Yeah. Oh man.
That's good. See that?
I gotta use an actual wrench or something. I'll stop the ditch. Ooh, that lines up like perfect. Yep, these 2 still line up. Yeah. Sounds good so far. Use all my hardware. Get a wrench.
I have ones.
What size is this?
Looks like a 10.
I'll just take it over. Alright guys, it's mounted, and this is how it looks. It's not in the center of the boat because it's a John boat, and this is how we got it hooked up right now. Foot control here. We're probably going to move it back, right? Like you said, until it goes up to this.
Yep.
Yeah, so 2 self-tapping screws right on that, and then probably have to tie this down with some cable ties. And that'll be our temporary thing for right now until we build a deck. But it's working out pretty good. Hey, pull us back. Pull us back.
Oh, we're right into some low water. Gotta bring up the troll
Yep, like we said. Oh, is actually covering it, but you can't see it now. But it's pretty sturdy. Work. Then we gotta put our sensor back on it. Our sensor from our Hummingbird 1198. Alright, so this is the final outcome from installing the new trolling motor onto our John boat. And we got the transducer from the Hummingbird mounted here on, I forgot what the brand name of the bracket was. Oh yeah, Transducer Saver was the brand name. And this is on the 1198 fish finder from Hummingbird. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? One of the top of the line fish finders on a 14-foot John boat. But here's the foot pedal. It is just kind of rigged up right now with two screws, a screw right on here, and we just have a cable tied to the front here. It wobbles a little bit, but we're gonna have to build a deck sooner or later. It's just another project for another weekend. And oh yeah, and it's wired up that way. Here's the plug, Minn Kota plug, and all these wires will be cleaned up later once we have a deck. And here's the trolling motor. And here's a cool thing that I did. I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if it is or not, but the transducer the line comes up on this shaft and it comes out here, and I put one of these little clip things here. So I drill it in there, and I ran the line this way, and I ran it underneath, and it goes right there, and it goes back over there up to the 1198. And it's pretty cool how like you could pull on this handle. Well, let's see if I can do it. Well, I can't do it with one hand, but because I'm not sitting on top of the boat. But it actually folds up really nice once it's there. Here's just another look at it for all those guys that are trying to mod out their John boats. It's a good idea. Just want to share some ideas actually. And of course, it's on 9.9 horsepower only. This is a rig that we've designed, or I thought you put a lot of thought into it for really shallow water. Like, I mean, if you're gonna run in a river that has a maximum depth of like 10 feet, and say 50% of the time you're within 3 feet of the bottom, you really can't beat this guy. And it's shallow enough to a point where if you're fishing on pools, basically, and you gotta bring it over things, this is the best out of the world to do. And here's the original trolling motor that came with the boat. It came in with one of these things. I don't even know what that's called, but it's like an adapter plate that plugs into this. So as you're on the lake, you can control it with your hand. But it was really flimsy. It flexes a lot, and the trolling motor only goes underneath the water maybe like 2 inches, and that's always been a problem. So as soon as I bought the boat, I really wanted to upgrade that to something else, and that was only a 30-pound thrust motor, and it could really never push the boat as fast as we wanted to. So we've upgraded to the 50-pound, and we've also got a light for navigation at night. And it's all controlled over here. Oh, you guys already seen that. I got a control panel over there, and this is really good setup right here, just because it's got side imaging. I gotta strap that down. It's just cable tied now, but I gotta get some hose clamps, metal hose clamps, and clamp it down. It's got side imaging on it, so that's a good thing for us because we do a lot of river fishing, and in the rivers you really want to know what kind of structures are down there, because fish tend to hang behind structure, and once you get that structure locked in, you're pretty much set for the day. You can find fish really easy, and it's always good to fish and catch fish when you're out fishing, right? Check you guys out later. Hey, if you watched this far already, I'm pretty sure you like what you've just seen, so please be sure to subscribe and check out our other videos. If you have any pictures you'd like to share with us, please post them up on our Facebook page or tag us on Instagram.